Alright, hello everyone. Today I have yet another kit. Obviously, this is kind of the point of the channel. But today is a master grade Sinanju. So this is the original edition. I do have a Sinanju Stein, but I built that before I started really filming these things. So getting this to build is going to be pretty cool. I am looking forward to getting this one. I've wanted another one of the Sinanju. More specifically, I've wanted the red type. Pretty much since I built the Sinanju Stein a while ago. This one here is not a Verkar like the Stein is, so it's hopefully a little bit simpler, especially in the sticker department. But unfortunately, this one does come with a few downsides. So first off, it's a huge kit, which, yeah, it's a massive kit. Like the model itself stands about 10 inches tall. It's huge. The other downside is this huge sticker sheet of golden sticker decals to color correct and enhance the red plastic, which I'm not a big fan of. They look quite tacky, they can get quite loose, and for me, with giant ass fingers, they can be really hard to put on. So I'm not 100% looking forward to that, but the rest of the kit I am looking forward to putting together, especially since it comes with this. It comes with a massive weapon, the beam saber thing, which is super cool, and I'm looking forward to having that because the Stein didn't come with that. So I am looking forward to getting this kit put together. It's going to take quite a while, so I'm going to have a bit of a slower time lapse than what I'd normally do. Normally I'm at the 3-second mark. I'm going to do a 5-second one for this one, because this one's probably going to take the better part of 5 hours to put together. And yeah, let's get underway. Alright, so now I have finished the Sinanju. So this kit is awesome. It's easily one of the coolest kits I've built in the last 6 months. The only one that really comes up to par is probably the Gunner Zaku Luna Maria Hawk custom, which was awesome and super fun to build and real easy, and I love it to pieces. It was such a quick snap as well, surprisingly. But this one here, the Sinanju, is easily on par. Significantly larger kit. I'm not going to take it off the action base and change its pose or anything, because I quite like how it looks at the moment. It's going to be a pain in the ass to move in a few days' time when I go back home. But it does come with a couple of problems. So first off, there is parts in here. Let's see if you can make them out. Zoom in more. Yeah, you can kind of make them out. Sorry, it's quite dark. But the piping here. So it's actually a spring with tiny little bits on it, which is fine. Like, I don't mind that kind of piping. But there's the one around just the bottom of the torso. And there's actually meant to be one on the waist here. So if I spin it around, you should be able to make out this little part here. So this part here is actually, let's bring it a bit closer to the lens. What? No. There we go. It's kind of hard to make out in the light, isn't it? But those parts there are meant to attach to the front skirting. There's a couple of little divots just in the part of the front skirting there, and it's meant to attach in there, but for some reason it just doesn't want to. I have no glue with me or anything like that, so it's being a bit of a pain in the ass. So when I do get it home, I am going to have to disassemble it slightly, take the torso off, fiddle with the skirts to get it to fit and work again, and that way it'll be properly complete. As it is now, it's not 100% complete, but that's really my only gripe to it. I'm a speed snapper. I'm really bad for being that. It's quite naughty of me in comparison to some other people who take their time with builds. This build it here took me probably the better part of 6 hours, with a couple of stops to recharge the battery on my camera. There should have been probably another 10 seconds or so of footage with me finishing the weapons and everything up, which didn't show up on the camera because it ran out of battery, and I didn't realize. I knew it was low, but I didn't realize it was quite that bad. But I got the majority of the build, so I'm happy with that. So there are a couple of things if you are a speed snapper like myself. So first off, if you're like me and your clippers are starting to get a little bit on the older side, it will leave quite a number of marks on the plastic. So I have noticed there's a few little divots here and there. I'll probably go through one day and clean those up with a little bit of sanding and a little bit of paint, just to get that back into being beautiful. But that's really the only issue. It doesn't come with any polycaps, so the joints are really good. This shield and everything is a little bit heavy, so I do plan on reinforcing that so it can hold a slightly better pose around the arm. But despite all the weight of just this chunk of plastic, like hanging by these two little clips, it hasn't moved. So I'm really, really happy with it. He just looks awesome, and I'm so happy with this kit. I really want to do another one, but yeah. Aside from the little problems with the waist thing there, this is easily one of the coolest kits I've built. So it's definitely a 9 out of 10. The Sinanju Stein does have a few problems with its weapons and things. So at best, I'd probably give that one about an 8. So this one is better than the Stein Verkar, which is saying a lot because I love that kit. But this one is amazing. I'm also really glad that I thought ahead, and I was like, I'll buy an Action Base, Action Base 1, the Bandai Action Base 1, because why not? And it turns out it's perfect for making this guy into this rather cool pose. Which, let's get a bit more of a zoom out. kind of get an idea of what that looks like. Yeah, mind the curtains in the background. I do not have my normal setup. I do apologize. But yeah, an easy 9 out of 10. If it weren't for these little funnel things, which I kind of hate, the spring and the little donuts to put on it. If it weren't for those, I'd probably jack it up to an easy 10. This is borderline a perfect kit, really, from my perspective. The only things that weigh it down are these tubes and the stickers. That's really it. Otherwise, this would be a perfect kit. If it had a little bit more color correction and it had the different tubes like the ones they use on the Luna Maria Hawk custom Ganazaku Warrior. But otherwise, I'm going to be spending the rest of the day filming reviews for all the other kits that I've built in the last few weeks. But the Sinanju is going to be the first one that I put up online. So this one here, perfect kit. If you can track it down and you have the 150 AUD to spend on it, 100% recommend it. You will not regret it, and it will look amazing on your shelf with the rest of the kits. So that's me signing out, and I'll see you for the next video.